Hello everyone, this is THG, aka The Skinny Gamer, and welcome to an all new episode of Flip Throughs. This is episode 7. If in case you don't know, if you follow the series over the past year or so, it flips through video game magazines from Nintendo Power, Game Informer, um, other video game magazines, strategy guides, etc. etc. And be sure to check out all new episodes of Flip Throughs every other Friday on my channel. And the season premiere of Games I'm Playing Season 3 got it coming up next month and all that stuff. I've been playing a lot of games recently and all that. So stay tuned for that season premiere of Season 3 Games I'm Playing next week, every other Friday on my THG, aka the Skiing Gamer channel. So anyway, without further ado and all that other stuff, let's get started. Alright, this episode right here and all that other stuff for the flippers and all that stuff is from Nintendo Power and all that stuff. This is my first Nintendo Power episode of flip throughs and all that other stuff. I'm so excited to play with you guys. We're going back to March 2003, volume 166, I believe, and all that other stuff. And that is, and all that other stuff, that is the Nintendo Power volume 166 from March of 2003. So we're going back to the year of 2003. Back then, 2003 was an epic year of gaming and all that stuff. From Mario Kart Double Dash, Soul Calibur 2, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, from Splinter Cell, etc., etc. From the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube era and all that stuff. But this one right here and all that stuff, they released the Game Boy SP right here and all this stuff with the it can be released in so many colors and other stuff. And that back then, 2003 was a huge year for Nintendo and other stuff, and maybe for the Xbox and PS2 as well and other stuff. And so, anyway, without further ado, let's flip through this Nintendo Power Volume 167 March 2003 magazine right here and all that stuff. And so here at the front right here, that is from the first stems on the release for the first stems on the GameCube, and the release of the Game Boy SB coming March of 2003 and all that stuff, bring back so many memories and all that stuff. The upcoming previews from Zelda: The Wind Waker, Sonic Advance 2, and Golden Sun: The Lost Jade for the Game Boy Advance. So bring back so many memories right here and all that stuff. So this is the front right here and all that other stuff. And we gotta say the back at the end and all that stuff. So anyway, without further ado, let's flip through this Nintendo Power magazine. So first one right here, this started with a bang right here and all that stuff. That they released Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire for the Game Boy Advance. I remember seeing the commercial for these games as a kid and all that other stuff, bringing the third gen Pokemon into life and all that stuff. Back then, Pokemon was a real deal and all that. Same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh and all that other stuff. So here is the sweepstakes of the Pokemon, the Ruby and Sapphire giveaway and all that other stuff. So here it is right there. Bring back so many memories. I still have my childhood Sapphire copy as a kid and all that other stuff from the Game Boy Advance and all that other stuff. So yeah, so here is that. Bring back so many memories right here. I remember seeing these commercials for these games as a kid and all that stuff. Back when the world was a better place and all that stuff, not like you do now and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. The preview of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire and the sweepstakes for it. This one another special right here, also Baseball 2004. Here is the Rayman game right here, Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. It's coming out on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube back in the day, which is really dope. And the trade preview and the ad for Pokemon Forever, which is coming out on video and DVD March 18th and all that stuff. When you get the DVD and all that stuff, you get this Suicune card and all that stuff. So, like, the Pokemon movies went downhill after Pokemon Heroes, the movie, in my opinion, and stuff. So I remember this commercial for this movie right here as a kid and all that stuff with Celebi and other stuff. Bring back so many memories. And so yeah, this is dope right here as well. And here's the table of contents as well. Here's more table of contents. Here is Black and Bruised, which it came out on the PS2 and the GameCube, which I saw the episode of X Play reviewing this game and all that other stuff, and so and it's a decent boxing game, nothing new and all that other stuff. So it kind of like a knockoff of Ready to Rumble boxing, but not as good as those games and all that other stuff. So yeah, there's that one right there, Black and Bruised on the PS2 and GameCube. Here is the next pages right here. You guys can see it. Here is the ad for Super Postal Street Fighter 2, the Game Boy Advance version and all that stuff, which is really, really dope. Here is the artwork that people made back in the day. Bring back so many memories and all that stuff. And like in case you don't know and all that stuff, I got my GameCube, my first black GameCube back in 2003 before I got a silver one back in 2006. And I got my first Game Boy Advance SP back in 2005 and all that stuff. So I but I didn't get these systems when it first came out and all that stuff. I got them like years on and all that stuff. So yeah, just want to tell you that. So here is Transfer Surf, the wave right there, the special right here, ATV Power Racing 2, and the power charts for the best GameCube games and all that other stuff. So you can see it right there, all that other stuff. Here is the old school Walmart, not the Walmart that we know now, and it's a preview of the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance and all that stuff. Look at that. The early 2000s was the freaking best in my opinion. All that stuff. I know people say the 90s was great and all that stuff, but the 2000s was awesome for our era as well as all that stuff. So here is the top hard charts for the Game Boy Advance as well. You can see the list down there. And here is the ad where they show the Walmart prices for the GameCube and all that stuff. This is the Jet Black GameCube, which I used to have back in Christmas of 2003 before it was broken and all that stuff. Back in the day, it used to cost $150 and all that stuff. So that way we paid ours back in like Christmas of 2003 all that stuff. Here is the Waybird controller also, which those cost a lot of money now. And here is the other games the other games that are going to be releasing or stuff coming in with a real re-release already. That is the Legend of the Wind Waker, and Lord of the Rings: Two Towers, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So this ad right here brings back so many memories when Walmart gaming used to be the shit and all that stuff. When you walk into Walmart or something, we go to the video game station, you just play the game off from the TV screen and all that other stuff. And so yeah, those are the good days and good memories right here and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. See it right there. Here is the Game Watch with the previews of the new games that are going to be releasing back in like March or like back in like March or like later down the line in 2003. The previews of the best fight game of all time, Soul Calibur 2, F-Zero GX on the GameCube, Mega Man Network Transmission on the GameCube, Lost Kingdom 2, X-Men 2 Wolverine Advance on the Game Boy Advance, and Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak on the Game Boy Advance. So this one bring back so many memories and other preview for these games and all that other stuff. So yeah, these are those right there. Here is the previews and the screenshot of the gameplay and all that other stuff. All right, here is the gameplay of X-Men 2, Wolverine Revenge, ATV Quad Power Racing 2, Evolution Skateboarding, J- the 007 Nightfire, and Hamtar Ham Heartbreak, which I love Hamtar back in the day as a kid watching it on Cartoon Network and all that other stuff. And so I never really played the games, but I loved the TV show as a kid and all that back in the old school Toonami days and all that. So yeah, these are dope right here. And here is more Galaxy games that will be coming out, re-releasing and all that other stuff. That is Backyard Baseball, City Racer, Disney Party, like a Mario Party, terrible version of Mario Party, Puzzle, Super Puzzle 2, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, of a budget, Ninja 5 X-Men Wolverine Revenge, of course, and more other previews from the Game Watch stuff and all that other stuff. So yeah, those are those. Here is a preview of the game called Fex, released on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. And here's the Game Watch forecast right here and other stuff. Here is the preview for Shrek Super Party, kind of like the terrible game of Disney Party. This is like Mario Party version with Shrek and all that stuff. It's for the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. So yeah, there's that. Here's a screen print of that. All right, we have next game right here and all that stuff. That is Digimon Battle Spirit. And the preview of the Game Boy SP back in like release on March of 2003. And I remember so many hype for the Game Boy Advance game and all that stuff. It's like you could flip it and all that stuff and make it to a backlit screen and all that. So many memories right here and all that other stuff. And so here is the preview of the new Pokemon era and all that stuff from Ruby and Sapphire, and the preview of Zelda the Wind Waker back in the day and all that other stuff. And so for Zelda the Wind Waker, in case you don't know, if you pre-ordered the game and all that back in the day, all that, you got Zelda Ocarina of Time pre-ordered with Master Quest and all that stuff. So like the GameStop, EB Games in the early 2000s was really awesome and for the heyday and all that stuff. So I wish to go back to those times and all that other stuff. So yeah, there's that. Here is the terrible game and all that other stuff, which I play a lot and all that stuff. That is Batman Tomorrow, Batman Dark Tomorrow. Sorry. So here's that. Here is the GameCube version of The Sims. Talking about the gameplay and other stuff. I love Sims busting out the best, but this one is kind of decent and all that other stuff. Here's more of that. And here is the preview ad for Crash Bandicoot 2 Entrance on the Game Boy Advance and all that other stuff. Which, like, in my opinion, Crash and Spyro games went downhill in the 2000s and all that other stuff for the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube Game Boy Advance era. So yeah, here's a preview of that. The ad is kind of funny and all that. is Golden Sun: The Lost Age, which is a sequel to the Golden Sun game on the Game Boy Advance. Which Golden Sun is like an underrated RPG series that a lot of people don't talk about, even to this day, and all that stuff. Like Golden Sun is like one of the best RPG games on the Game Boy Advance and all that stuff. So here's the sequel to it, the previews of it, the gameplay of it. Way back, way before Fire Emblem come out. North American Fire Emblem came out. This one right here bring back so many memories for me and all the other stuff. Which I still have this game to this day and all the other stuff. I used to play at the daycare and all the other stuff. And this wrestling game bring back so many memories mixed with wrestling, the rappers, and all that other stuff. I still have my copy from my teenagehood. I still play to this day and all that other stuff. That is Def Jam Vendetta. So here's a preview of that. It's showing Nori, Capone, Fun Extra Flex. Here's the gameplay and all that other stuff. I remember seeing this commercial for this game back in the day and all that other stuff before Fight for New York became popular and all that stuff. Bring back so many memories right here. Alright. Here it is. Here's a fold out version right here and all that stuff. We have Nori, Capone from Extra Flex. We got Ludacris. Back then, Ludacris was with the braids and all that stuff, which is dope. DMX, rest in peace. Ghostface Killer, Joe Budden, pump it up. And we got Scarface, Method Man, Keith Murray, and WC. Here is the poster for it and all that other stuff, which is motherfucking dope. Right here. This bring back so many memories and all that other stuff. And so I still play this game to this day and all that other stuff. I still have my teenage copy from my teenagehood and all that other stuff. This game is bring back so many memories for me and all that other stuff. And so yeah, there is that. All right, let me. And here is the preview of a highly anticipated Zelda game. That is Zelda: The Wind Waker. And it comes with the if you pre-order the game, like I said, you get Ocarina of Time, so Ocarina of Time Master Quest, which is like a harder version of Ocarina of Time and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. There's the Zelda: The Wind Waker right here. Which a lot of people love this game, a lot of people hate this game and all that stuff. For me, it's a decent Zelda game and all that stuff, but before the end game and all that stuff was kind of like annoying. You have to find all these collecting all these Triforce pieces and all that stuff was like super annoying. Like sailing through one island here and there and all that stuff to get all the Triforce pieces was so fucking annoying. So yeah, there is that. Here's Ocarina of Time Master Quest, which is like a harder version of Ocarina of Time and all that other stuff. Here's a legendary artwork with Sheik and all that stuff. Really, really dope back in the day. Here's another thing right here. And here is the next generation of Pokemon, which is the third generation and all that stuff. That is the previews and the gameplay of Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. Mudkip, Trico, and Torchic. May, I don't know I don't know. Oh yeah, his name is Brandon and Professor Birch and all that stuff. Back then, when the new generation of Pokemon comes out, we were all excited about the new generation of Pokemon and all that stuff. So here is a preview of Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. Here's your 3 starter Pokemons are in the Hoenn region. You see it right there and all that, so I'm not going to read it. And here is Kmart, which is like the showing ads for the ads for the games that are gonna be coming out and other stuff for the Game Boy fans, like the Game Boy SP gonna be re-released on March 2003 and all that stuff, showing the previews of that, along with the Zelda Link to the Past 4 stores and Metroid Fusion, and the regular Game Boy fans with regular Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Sapphire coming out March 19th, and then e-reader cards like from the Mario Party, Animal Crossing, etc., etc. If you hook up your e-reader and all that stuff at the top of your Game Boy Advance and all that stuff, when you swipe your cards and all that, you can play some games and all that stuff, which is like really, 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 really fucking dope and all that other stuff. And so it's bringing back a lot of memories for me and all that other stuff. And so yeah, those are those. Back when Kmart was really, really dope, but still having his power and all that other stuff. He used it for Kmart for like years ago and all that other stuff before it closed down, unfortunately. And so yeah, those are those. And here is the cheats and all the other stuff for various games and all that stuff. Here is Zelda Link to the Past 4 Swords, which I played Link to the Past for the first time on the Game Boy Advance and all that. I never grew up with the Super Nintendo one and all that stuff. But Link to the Past was one of the best Zelda games of all time and all that stuff. And here is the GameCube version re-release of the OG Resident Evil 2. Which me and my friend Matthew are gonna play through the game one day and all that stuff. Here's more Resident Evil 2. More Resident Evil 2. And here's a super ad and all that stuff, which is like showing my games I beat of 2022 video and all that stuff. I still have this game from my childhood. I wish they would re-release it like like this like year later, like in 2003 and all that stuff. So like rushing it and all that other stuff. That is the ad for Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. So yeah, no comment on that. here is the 2002 Nintendo Power Award nominations and all that other stuff. So here is the nominees for the best games that are coming out for Nintendo GameCube and Game Boy fans back in 2002. I remember seeing commercials for all of these as a kid and all that other stuff. So here is the nominees and all that other stuff. Like 2002 was, I was like 8 years old and all that other stuff when these games came out and saw these commercials and all that other stuff. I believe that's all the nominations and all that stuff. And here is the 2002 releases and all that, which I can't know if you can see that well and all that. There's a lot of games that are re-released on the GameCube back in 2002 and all that stuff. And here is the grand prize winner. You have this contest in the sweepstakes. Like if you win you enter to win games that you think that dominate 2002 and all that other stuff. You can win like a GameCube, a Game Boy Advance SP with the 3 games for the GameCube and the 2 games for the Game Boy SP and all that other stuff, which is really really awesome and all that stuff. Here's this one right here. And here is a comic for Metroid Fusion, I believe. Right? Yeah, here's a comic for Metroid. Back in the day, a lot of people think Samus was like a boy and all that stuff because of Smash Brothers and all that other stuff. No, Samus is a girl and all that stuff. So, so yeah, there is that. The first time I played a Metro game and all that stuff, that Metro Prime on the GameCube and all that other stuff. So here it is, right there. Look at Samus right there with the beautiful blonde hair and all that stuff. Look at that beauty. Here is the craze for the GameCube of Animal Crossing, which I really really started late in the Animal Crossing series. Only started off in the Wii, that Animal Crossing City Folk and all that. Here's Epic Center and other stuff, talking about Summoner and etc. etc. Nothing special right here there. And here's the gameplay and other stuff. and the ad and the preview for Crash Bandicoot 2 and Track on the Game Boy Advance. And here's a preview of Sonic Advance 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Whereas you can play as Cream. You can play as Sonic. You can play as Cream in this. And I remember playing it a little bit and all that other stuff. It's really good Sonic portable game on the Game Boy Advance. So you can play as Cream the Rabbit in this and all that other stuff. So yeah, there is that. Bring back so many memories playing the game and all that other stuff. Like Sonic Advance 1, 2 is pretty good, but my favorite is number 2 right here. And 3 was alright, but I like number 2 better and all that stuff. So here is the gameplay and trailers for that. And here is the preview for the Lost Vikings and all that stuff for Game Boy fans. Here's the title way that the new game is going to be re-released in 2003 and all that stuff. The preview for Lufia Running the Lore on Game Boy Advance, which is going to be an expensive game now and other stuff. Here is the re-releases in March of 2003 and all that stuff. You get Zelda Ocarina of Time / Ocarina of Time Master Quest, Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Sapphire, and Summoner a Goddess Reborn. Here are all the other games as well for the GameCube and Game Boy Advance. And there's the advertisement right here, not the special, and the preview of MLB Slugfest 2004. Not the special right here, not the special right here. And they're showing up the next issue, which is 167 in 2003 and all that stuff, talking about Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, NBA Street Farm 2, etc., etc. And the last page right here and all that, the previous Summer, God is Reborn and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. And finally, for the back and all that stuff, that is the trailer for RG-Man Sergeant War on the GameCube and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. So that is it, you guys, for an all-new episode of Flip Throughs. Tell me, comment below, what's your favorite memory of this issue right here of this Nintendo, and tell me what's your favorite game and memory of 2003, whether from Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox. Tell me in the comments below. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Want to find out the upcoming videos? Check out my new Facebook fan page. The new Facebook fan page is going to be linked in the description below. And I'll see y'all next time with another video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.